Hi folks, it's Kate Cashman here from The Breath Between at katecashman.com. This is actually the first vlog that I'm able to say that. So if you haven't seen the website yet, jump on to katecashman.com and you can pick up a beautiful free download of my ebook, 25 Ways to feel rested, renewed and re-energized in 5 minutes or less. So if you're a busy person and you're looking to feel a little bit less stressed and find a little bit more calm in your busy day, that will hopefully be of service to you. But what I wanted to essentially do in this particular post is really to start to chat to you about what coaching is and what the breath between is really going to provide. Because a lot of people have said to me, Kate, what is coaching? How does coaching work? And I think there's often a lot of confusion about what coaching is. And there are a lot of people out there that are calling themselves coaches that perhaps don't have the same structured methodology that I'm going to be approaching to my business and to my coaching series. So coaching itself draws on a number of different disciplines, from psychology to sociology to social work, often for sports psychology, personal development, career development. And what it does is it takes the methodology, those different methodologies and the learnings from those areas, and it basically helps people to create change. That's what coaches do. They're about creating change. Now that change is really about taking you from wherever you are to wherever you want to be. And it just gives you some structured support along the way. Now, it's very, very different to counselling, psychology. All of that is past focused, looking at people's past. Coaching is all about looking at those goals that we all have, or those feelings that we all have about ourselves, with things that we'd really love to cultivate, things we'd love to foster in ourselves. And it's actually breaking down all of those things that we've thought that we would love to do, love to create, love to cultivate, foster, create as a habit. And it's taking those things, breaking them down, making them really specific, creating a vision and generating options for how to achieve it. And then with me as your coach, you work through structured support for a coaching series so that we can get you to those beautiful, inspiring goals that we set together at the beginning of our coaching series. So that's what coaching does. Coaching is all about getting you from where you are to where you want to be. And as a coach, my job is to really help as a support network, as a cheerleader, as someone who's also a bit of an accountability partner. And so I'm also there to prompt you and ask you those questions that make you think about what it is that you want to do, what you've always thought about, what you're worried about, and maybe help you look at those in a slightly different way. So for many of you, you might be watching this and saying, I know that there's something out there that I really want. I want to be more creative. I want to foster a greater sense of spirituality. I would love to be able to learn to slow down and to rest and cultivate practices that allow me to be more rested. And so as a coach, I can help you identify what feels best so that you can experience the self-actualization that comes from fulfilling that goal yourself. So the breath between was really born out of a need for to create this time and space for rest and renewal in a really, really busy world. And as business owners, as employees, as busy professionals, and as busy people, men and women, we really need to be able to find that time to slow down, but also the ability to reconnect with ourselves, to feel renewed and feel rejuvenated. And if you're anything like I have been over the past few years, I was living a great life, but I just didn't feel like I was rejuvenated and full of energy. I didn't feel like I was truly rested and renewed every day. And so the breath between is all about creating that life where you have a fabulous working life, but your time outside of work is also really fulfilling and renewing for you, so that you have that passion and you have that drive. And so as a coach, I help you find those inspiring ways to feel renewed and to feel rested. And it's something that you can do in amongst a really busy life. So myself personally, I'm a coach for people one-on-one, but I'm also going to be available to speak at events and also to work with your corporate organisations to help your employees to have that feeling of replenishment, renewal and rest outside of work, so that they can show up as the best employee, as the best version of themselves and the most rested individual in their own lives, so that they can contribute more meaningfully to themselves, to their families, but also to their workplaces. And so it's really all about creating a life where you can slow down, because we need to slow down. We need to take time to rest. And even if it's 5 minutes, we need to discover those things that make us feel rested, that make us feel energetic, that make us feel renewed and revived. And as a coach, I can, and the breath between can help you provide that for yourself by giving you that loving and structured support, being that cheerleader for you, and being that accountability partner and sounding board. So I would absolutely love to see you on our community at www.katecashman.com. I'd love to stay in touch with you to give you fortnightly tidbits on how to stay rested in a busy life, how to feel renewed and rejuvenated. And I hope that we can connect online in my online home or email very, very soon. And I'm always so thankful for you to be watching these videos. So thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.